I started painting just on my own on found cardboard and found wood and stuff like that because I was inspired by folk artists like Mose T from Montgomery and Reverend Howard Finster from Georgia. And I was privileged enough to visit Mose T in Montgomery in his house, and that's where he painted most of the time. He just had like cans of house paint all over his floor. He told me a lot of his techniques, and one of them was the little dashes. He does little dashes around everything. He showed me that he painted the frame on, and I've done that ever since. I owe Mose T a lot in my style. I always use house paint, and I do a layer, the initial sort of foundation, which sometimes has collage in it and sometimes doesn't. And the collage is usually a bunch of found stuff like the inside of envelopes or ripped up old vintage textbooks and stuff like that. And then I'll, project the image, which sometimes it's the same, sometimes I'll do a whole bunch of different stuff. So it'll be like foundation, image, and then I'll paint the outer color. And my colors are usually pretty bright because I have red-green color blindness. So, and every time it's with house paint. So I'll do the outer color with bright house paint, and then I'll do the dashes. Thank you, Mose T. And the final thing is I'll ink it, which is I use basically just ordinary like printer ink. I think that's one thing that makes my style kind of pop, like literally pop, is the black lines are very bold and thick. Eventually people started calling my style folk pop. So I just decided to keep using that genre, if that's actually a genre. I had been telling myself I need to update that love design. I wanted to update it with more ethnicities and more colors, and just because I just felt like it didn't really fully represent enough. I decided to use Sesame Street colors based on the Muppets, and that in itself kind of made me realize that I had been taught cultural diversity at a young age, because you don't really think of Bert and Ernie or Cookie Monsters having like a particular race. And they asked me to do the mural at the Birmingham Museum of Art, and I was like, that was my first idea, because I just think it's a positive and powerful message. And if I was gonna do a mural that big, that's the message I would like to spread. It was a big challenge, the idea of making the mural like a paint by number experience. I mean, I definitely hadn't done that before. When it started happening, it was completely surreal. Like it was like a dream. And it was really cool to step back from it and watch, a lot of the work just happen without me. It was really cool to see people enjoying it, and really the amount of intensity a lot of people put into like painting their small piece. Like some people just stayed there almost the entire time, and it happened a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Joining in and talking with people and having conversations and getting to meet some people, it was just a very different kind of dreamlike experience. It's funny, it is perceived as political art, and it is, but a lot of times I just like to document situations, or, show how I would convey a situation just in a single piece of art, or, because not all of my art is political. Some of it's just sort of like, it's a throwaway image, like I will paint the moon. That doesn't mean that, I have a problem with the moon, or something like that. If I feel strongly enough about something, I will try to make an artistic statement about it. just really like coming from myself to get it off my chest. So that's kind of where the original idea for this came from. And I just feel like if you are an artist, sometimes it's your duty, to convey a situation or speak out about something, in a way that no one else can, in a way that only art can.